What's up, party people? Who can believe it's already been one whole week since I have landed in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Let me tell you, there's been so much going on. I'm just kidding. There hasn't at all. Because we are still, as you can see by this beautiful piece of artwork and the tall headboard, in our hotel. We did pick an apartment, and I will put a link in the bio, the little bottom part of the YouTube video. So if you look at the YouTube video, below it, there'll be a link. That's to the compound that we're going to stay on. It's called Nakala. It's lovely. It's the bigger compound, more amenities, smaller apartment. So hopefully we'll get our apartment this week and we can get in there and get it all set up. I don't want to show it to you guys, the actual apartment, until it's all set up and beautiful and cute. We've got an IKEA run to go to. So we did make progress, but we are not moved in yet. Clearly. All right, let's take it from the top. I arrived on Saturday the 5th of February, although I left on Friday. It was an 11-hour flight. I flew Charlotte to JFK, 11 hours to Riyadh. We got in early, which was exciting. Everyone was very nice on the flight. My luggage went all the way through, which was good because I was kind of nervous when they told me it had gone all the way through, but it didn't go for Robert, so I was kind of freaking out. But it did go all the way through. I did have a wheel brake on my brand new luggage, which is fine because it's a four-wheeled thing and it was the front wheel, not the back, but it still leans weird. I'm looking at it and it's tilted and heavy. Anyway, we got there early. Robert came and scooped me up. The poor Uber driver did not realize I was going to have so much stuff. Little does he know there's more to come in March. And we came to so we had to drop my stuff off at the new hotel and then go get Robert's stuff from the old hotel and then bring it back to the new hotel. And then we went and toured Antara, which is the smaller compound, bigger apartment. Obviously, since you've already watched the beginning of the video, you know that we did not choose that one. But it was lovely. The lady was nice. The apartment was really spacious. I mean, really spacious. It was like a walk-in closet type thing. But it only had one restaurant and it was getting redone, so it was going to be out of commission until, who knows when. So we did settle on the other one, which we toured on Sunday. So Saturday night, Robert took me to a place called La Rustica. They have great Italian food here. And La Rustica has a pizza that is just like our favorite pizza in Scotland, Pisano. So it was delicious. So we actually walked there. I was plumb tired by the time we got back to the hotel, and I conked out. Sunday, which is their Monday, remember? It's all shifted up a day, I guess. So Sunday's the beginning of the work week. Robert still took that day off. We went to Nakala to tour that. Took us forever to get there. Traffic is crazy. But we got there and it was lovely. I mean, within 10 minutes, I'm like, wow, this is where I want to be. This has so many things. It's got 23 pools, a nail salon, obviously. It's got a movie theater. Again, look at the link. It's incredible. I could go on about it. I'm very excited to get into our apartment because it'll be more space. We came in and we just kind of dumped everything in the hotel, and finally it hit me yesterday, okay, well, this is ridiculous because if we're going to be here for another week, then we should probably at least have a habitable living environment. So we did a whole room clean and everything because there was stuff everywhere. But now it's all put away and neat and piled. I even put stuff in drawers. I feel like my mom at the beach. She always unpacks even if we're only there for a weekend. So I finally just said, whatever, we're putting stuff away. We also had to do our laundry here, which makes me mildly uncomfortable, and it hasn't been returned. So I don't know if I should call and say, hello, people, do you have my things? Anyway, I digress. That was Sunday. Sunday night we went to an Italian restaurant again, but a different one, but close by, called Sorrentini. It was yummy. Their red sauce is really spicy, for pasta. For pizza, delicious. The red sauce for pasta has flakes of pepper. Dad would love it, but it's spicy, so it was not the best. It was good, but it wasn't the best. Also, when they say ziti, they have penne noodles. Minor thing, but penne is the type of noodle, right? It's pointed. It's like a hollow but pointed, sometimes rough on the outside. Ziti is just tubular, like a small tube. So it did, just little things. Anyway, we went to a delicious dinner. We walked around. It's about a 10, 12-minute walk to these restaurants, which is nice. We're in the diplomatic quarter, I forgot to say. So I can walk around. I still wear leggings and a long shirt or a dress. Nights are chilly, so I've been wearing like a sweater. First night I wore like a puffy coat because I was just cold and tired. But like walking around, I'll be in the first day you'll see I wore like leggings and like a long shirt. I think it's a hand-me-down actually from a friend in college. But I then started wearing a dress because the dresses were much lighter weight. Anyway, we realized that, so when I went through security, right, I went through like the border and everything, only one showing my arms, which was mortifying, including the men. They wear those little dresses. And I went up to the lady and was explaining to her, oh, American, I'm coming here, here's my visa. And she was like, oh, something in Arabic. And then she said the name of an app, like an application on your phone. And I was like, no, it wouldn't work. Like, and I was showing her like it wasn't working. So she just kind of waved me through. And I was like, well, that works. And went through. Well, turns out I needed that to be able to then like prove that I'm vaccinated so I can walk around the city, because you have to show everywhere you go your vaccination like on this app on your phone. So that posed a bit of a problem. In order to get the app once you're in the country, so you can get it when you're out of the country and you don't need all the extra things, but once you're in the country, you need all the extra things, like a Saudi phone number. Well, I can't go get my own Saudi phone number because I'm not allowed to leave the hotel room because my app says that I'm, quarantining because I have COVID, which I don't. So I took my vaccine card out of my phone here, took my vaccine card, showed them like, look, I have all 3 vaccines. Well, then they had to fingerprint me. And apparently I have no fingerprints because it took forever and didn't work. And then after the second time, they were like, no, you have to go to the passport office and get a new fingerprint. So we went all the way to the passport office, and Robert was trying to explain to this man who said he spoke English but then refused to speak English to Robert, like, look, she's got her vaccines. It doesn't say so. Luckily, this Lebanese man, who was just a delight, was also having trouble, and so he helped us with the machine. We got it all worked out. Still says I'm supposed to be quarantining, which is weird. So I'm not really going anywhere other than walking around the diplomatic quarter, but I haven't gone in anywhere. All the restaurants we've been to are outside. I don't have COVID, but better safe than sorry, I guess, if my app tells me I should be in an institutional quarantine, which makes it seem kind of scary. Anyway, when I went out and about, you'll see a picture. I wore this long black dress. I did not wear that headscarf though. That was just for a photo. I thought it was funny. Anyway, let's see. What else did we do? We went all over the place. We got to the city. We met a really nice Uber driver named Bendra. He is going to be our driver now. He's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Very willing to help people. We were mentioning why we were in the Uber and where we were going, and he said, oh, I'll handle it. And he jumped out and went and talked to all these different people and then brought an American over and was like, tell them what you told me. And the American was like, what's wrong? What can I help you with? So he's very nice. So he's going to be our driver. He seems like the type of guy that if I was like, yo, Bendra, I want to go to the mall, he'd be like, of course, let's go to the mall. He just loves to go, just wants to be helpful. And he says it's because he went to America, and he said everyone there is so nice and helpful. He wants people here to know that Saudis are helpful and nice too. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. So he and I are going to practice his English, and he and Robert are going to practice Robert's Arabic. So it's going to work out for all of us. He's a lovely fellow. And he said 24/7. I am here 24/7. I said, well, you're an angel. But everyone's been everyone has been really, really nice. Everyone knows Robert because he's white. So a lot of the staff will be like, ah, yes, Mr. Hart. And Robert's like, hello, because he just looks white. Anyway, there's also a crew of, or I guess a squadron, a group, a gaggle. There's a bunch of military-aged people here that are American and Canadian and British. And it's funny because they're jacked. And then Robert and I will go into the gym and do the elliptical. There's these huge men pumping iron, and we're just over there on the Robert's running, but I'm on the elliptical doing my thing. But they're all very nice as well. I'm trying to think what else. It's clearly not been very eventful as I am sitting in the lovely apartment. But Robert did go to work for the first time today, so I'm sure it went great. He wore his little suit and looked all nice. The pictures at the end are of this walk in the diplomatic quarter. It walks along what used to be the Wadi, which is a river that is not there anymore. So it's kind of a Grand Canyon minus the river and not as deep. It's very odd. And the structures we're standing around, we have no idea if they're original, if people built them a long time ago and they're ruins, or people built them recently to look cool. We don't know. No idea. But they look old as hell. But I don't know, maybe they're not. Who knows? Either way, we do a lot of walking. all the time because that's kind of our one outlet to leave the hotel. Hopefully we'll get into our apartment so that I can go to the gym there, or go to the movie theater, or lounge by the pool. So yes, that has been us. That has been this week. Not as eventful as I'm sure some of you would have liked, but oh well. I will keep you guys posted if anything else exciting just happens to happen, but enjoy the pictures and the fun music that I found to go over them, and I will talk to you in a week. Bye! I almost forgot. So what I've been doing when when Robert has his long calls at night or his work during the day or whatever, is I've been reading, and I have read 5 books this calendar year so far. I'm almost done with the 6th one. I've been reading, so the first one was Lemony Snicket. He's good, but it doesn't matter. What matters is I've been reading The A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, M-A-A-S. That series, it's blowing my mind. So if anyone seeing this has read it and wants to talk with me, I'm finishing the last one, like Silver Mist or whatever. They're amazing. I strongly recommend them. I recommend them for people 18 years and older. I would not recommend them for like high school students. That's a no. But anyone older, yes. They're so good. And I'm trying to convince my mom to read it. So Mom, if you're watching this, you should read the first one so we can chat about it. Okay, bye!